Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get started here. So thank you, all of you, for coming on your busy day and this beautiful day outside to join us for the Gaines Chamber of Commerce Awards Luncheon. We're excited to see all of you here. As you may notice, I am not Barb Nada, our beautiful executive director who does such a beautiful job running these luncheons. For those of you that don't know this, Barb lost her mom last week. And so that is why she's not with us today. She is spending some time with her family and just celebrating the life of her mom. And so we just want to send extra thoughts and prayers to her and her family as they go through this difficult time. So myself and then Matt and Keith, we're going to try and keep this lunch running as smoothly and as beautifully as Barb would if she were here. So. We have so many exciting things to do today. We've got business awards, scholarship awards to present today. But before we begin, I'm going to start us off with just a brief prayer. So if you'll join me. Dear Lord, we thank you and feel so blessed for the opportunity to gather here today together. Thank you for walking with us every day of our busy lives. We pray that each day will be filled with your peace, your presence, and your hope. May we continue to treasure every opportunity that we have to gather with family and friends. Please bless everyone and keep them safely in your care. We ask for your healing hand to be upon those that are ill, and we ask for your hand of provision for those suffering and in need. We continue to pray for protection for all who are in harm's way. May the days ahead bring everyone beautiful blessings and fulfill dreams that bring us all closer to you. Thank you, dear God, for those who are here to share your blessings and the generosity of our hosts that make this event possible. Please bless this meal that we are able to share together. We pray this in your Son's name. Amen.
I will, as Amber said, give a brief review of the chamber. I'm glad you said brief. That takes a little bit of the pressure off. Thank you, Amber. So the chamber, we're dedicated to making a positive impact to our member businesses and then the community at large. Here are your board members. It is an honor working with these individuals. I am also a board member. They are passionate about growing the area, growing your businesses, and it's just been a pleasure working with each and every one of them. It wouldn't be Gaines Chamber Luncheon if we didn't do this, especially without Barb here. I'd let her down if we didn't do this. So when I say, who is Gaines, you please say, we are Gaines. Who is Gaines?
We are Gaines.
Yeah, that sounds better from up here. I like that. Very good. Thank you. So here are some of the benefits for the chamber. We have the monthly newsletter, lots of information, job opportunities. Feel free to let us know. We're happy to get those out. Any other events that you might have going on. We want to share that among all member businesses. We have committees, and I know you hear the word committee, that's the last thing I want to do is be on a committee. It's really not that bad. It's really not a lot of time. You make some great connections. I would encourage you to get involved, raise your hand, and see how it is. Usually it's just a one meeting commitment, maybe an hour a month. It's not that tough. Our Gaines Chamber events, we have one today, obviously. We have our golf outing coming up in a couple weeks. And you have cards on your tables, as Amber mentioned earlier, that have all our upcoming events. And then also our website and social media. We're really trying to build that up as well, too. That's one of our focuses as a board right now. So encourage you, we'll have the how to do that Facebook links up here shortly. Events that are coming up, I talked about these a little bit already. We do third Tuesday of every month. We have a Connections at Chick-fil-A Grand Rapids South. That's open to any member business. Please join us for casual networking. We really encourage you all to try that out. We have a quarterly lunches, golf outing I mentioned. Then something new or coming back this year is the movie in the park. So that's in conjunction with Kent District Libraries in Gaines Township. So we're putting that on right at the Gaines Chamber building. or the Gaines Township building, excuse me, didn't need to take over there, the building. But we're gonna have food trucks, activities, opportunity to set a kind of a mini business expo, I guess, there as well too. So it should be a great event. We're really looking forward to that. Here's the social media links. Please, we don't have a QR code, but please take a picture of that if you're not following those links on Facebook. I really encourage you to do that. It's a great way to share information about our businesses and get the word out. All right, and now what we're really here for. So we have our business awards and our scholarships that we're awarding today and recognizing those winners today. And so for the business awards, we have the Business Owner of the Year, the Business of the Year, and then the Outstanding Person Lifetime Achievement Award. And to present those, I would like to welcome up Keith Harris from Stonehenge Consulting. Keith?
Didn't know it took 3 people to replace Barb.
Well, it does. It does.
She's going to ask for a raise, you know. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be up here. I wanted to first introduce our committee that has served the last 2 years with the awards, and they're both here today. I have Jeff Grader here from Corin DeVries. Thanks, Jeff. And I have Matt Vendor here from Matrix. So thank you to the three of you guys, along with Barb and myself. It is never easy when we receive nominations to make these decisions, but I think you folks will find that they're all very worthy of this award. We started the awards last year to do this, and we thought we would continue to honor business owners, leaders, outstanding individuals who have done various work within the community, both within their job title, if you will, or as volunteers outside of that. As Matt had stated, we are looking at, we will be awarding Business Owners of the Year, Business of the Year, and Outstanding Persons of the Year. So let's go ahead. Matt, do you have the? You got it? Okay, good. Let's go ahead and start. Let's announce our Outstanding Business Owners of the Year Award to Stu and Dave Worson from the Worson Insurance Agency. When we had lunch, we're going to have them come up here. But when we had lunch with everyone a couple weeks ago, I thought it was very interesting to hear when George Worson started the agency in 1949. He actually insured Dr. Francis' first car in 1949. Was that for you? Yeah, your horse and buggy. So, but it was interesting to hear how they started the business, and maybe you guys will expand on that. I'm gonna have you come up and say a few words. But when when he bought a house and decided to get an insurance business, well, just let's add on something to the front of the house, and that's going to be the insurance office, and that's how we did business in 1949. So, Stu and Dave have certainly continued into the 4th generations with the business. Cannot be more proud of you guys for winning this award, and wanted to come up and, if one of you would like to say a few words. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you to everybody. It's quite something to think that my grandparents started this agency in 1949 out of their house in Cutlerville, 2 blocks down. And then from there, they moved to where the old Kent Bank used to be. And then my understanding is there was a fire in a dental office, and my grandfather bought the building we're in today and converted it to office building. And then I can't help but think that when my grandma and grandpa started this in 1949, that it would be 4 generations strong. And to be a part of that, and to be able to serve the community as a service, and to be a part of that community, is just really, really special. Just to be able to sit back and really think about that, we just really, really blessed. In our agency, Stu and I own it now. My dad is here. He just recently retired. I'm going to say he's 83 years old. 84. Soon to be 85. And in our office we have Stacy, Stu's daughter, my son Kyle, my other son Aaron Warson, who's not here, and then my wife. Those that don't know, we do auto, home, life, health, commercial, Medicare, group health, individual health, you kind of name it, we do it. But as the younger one, be able to learn from my grandparents and then my father and then my uncle, and then be able to spread that wealth of knowledge to the younger ones in the office, it's just, I don't know, it's really an honor and a privilege. So thank you that we could be part of such a beautiful community.
It's always amazing to hear stories of how business started and what would anyone ever think of buying a house and then starting an insurance agency in the front of your house. That's the way things were done back in 1949, so it's pretty cool. Congratulations. Moving forward, our business of the year will go to our outstanding business partners at DeHaan Tile and Floor Covering. We have Dave Harima here, Dean Pasma and Zach Harima. Both have worked throughout the company. I believe Dave's been there a little over 26 years. Dean came on board in 2001, became an owner along with Zach a few years after that. When we, as you said, we had lunch with them, and when Dave had mentioned that they've been to 3 locations, and you're within a block of each other, because the original location had to move because of this thing called M6. And when he said that, I think we all looked at each other. I remember looking across at Barb and maybe at Matt, and I'm like, we had to move because of M6, and you realize that even though we're used to M6 being there, it wasn't always there. And I've been down here long enough in West Michigan, in this area, to know that when M6 wasn't there. So it was just kind of interesting the way you said that, Dave. But just a tremendous history since 1963 that they've been there. I don't believe they're responsible for shag carpet on the walls. I don't know if you guys ever did any of that work back in the day or not. There might be a few of us old enough to remember shag carpet. Paul, maybe you remember the shag carpet on the walls? So, yeah. I would like to go ahead and have Dave, Dean, Zach come on up, accept the award. I think Dave, if Dave would like to say a few words, I can do that. Oh yeah, we gotta get the pictures taken here. Barb made sure of that.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is our 60th anniversary this year, so obviously I haven't been there that long, but we've seen a lot happen in the Cutlerville area. So it's really cool for us to be honored along with the Warsons and Jason, who along with their families and their businesses are basically lifers here in the Cutlerville area, right? So that's pretty cool for us to be honored at the same time they are. Dean and Zach are my partners. We also have Denise Vanderheide here with us today. We've been blessed to have some long-term, really great employees, which is part of how we've made it 60 years here. If I told you how long Denise had worked at DeHaan's, you'd say she isn't old enough for that, right? So we've got another, Kim Van Engen, who has been there a long time. Her maiden name is DeHaan. Sharon retired at the end of the year, last year after 27 years. So we've been fortunate to have some really, really good employees with us that have helped us to get to that point, along with a community that we just like being in. You know, our customers become our friends after we've been in their houses 5 or 6 or 7 times over the years and worked with them. So thank you very much. It's an honor.
Congratulations, guys. Another tremendous business. And in case you guys are getting a little bit of a theme when the nominations came in, this is we're getting right into the dyed-in-the-wool here of the Division Avenue in Cutlerville today. Our next award winner is for Outstanding Community Involvement Lifetime Achievement Award. And this person grew up on Division Avenue, grew up in his parents in the gas station service center on Division Avenue, 68th. Used to look out the window, maybe sit outside and watch the law enforcement maybe go by from time to time on Division Avenue and 68th. 25 years later, he has been with the Kent County Sheriff's Office, and that person is Jason Vandermolen. I've asked Jason to come on up. Say a few words here. Jason has been a long time member of this community, born and raised here, serves on the South Christian High School school board as well. Proud alumni of South Christian. So I wanted to welcome him up here. Jason has a few words to say.
Good afternoon. So when Barb first told me that I was up for this award, really didn't know what to think, right? That kind of started to sink in a little bit. And yeah, it's exactly that. Everything that you've been hearing, right, is Gaines in Cutlerville, is family, friendship, right, giving back. And that's exactly why I got into law enforcement, is because when I was a young boy sitting at the gas station, there was a huge picture window in the front. My grandmother, as some of you know, would work the cash register, and I would sit outside on this ledge. And I would watch the traffic go by and watch people, and every once in a while I would get to see a black and white car drive by, and it was a police car. And didn't really think a whole lot of it back then until I started to go to college. Went to college for teaching. That lasted about 3 weeks and figured out that was not what I wanted to do. And so I ended up going to police academy. And I had this huge draw towards wanting to serve the community. Started out in a small town, then came to the sheriff's office, and really have never looked back. The position that I'm in now in community policing has been my dream job, because all those years growing up, we had this community here supporting my family, okay? And the only thing I really ever wanted to do was be able to give back to that community. And it truly is an honor to be here. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you to all the award winners. All of you, well-deserved. Long-term commitments to this community. That's what Gaines Township is about. That's what West Michigan has always been about. You folks all know that. Barb did want me to state that there was I believe we have, and maybe Jason, you might be able to help me. There was a community night out that's being held at South Christian High School. Yeah. Maybe we'd make that quick announcement. I'm going to put you to work here.
come up and plug that real quick. Yeah, so part of my role in the community policing is South Kent National Night Out. This year it's going to be Tuesday, August 1st, 4:30 to 7:30. It's at South Christian High School. There's lots of businesses that come. The Sheriff's Department has a huge presence there. Different tools that we use, police cars, some of our tactical stuff, our drones. Some of the local fire departments come, bring trucks. It's a free event. If you've got kids, grandkids, or you're just interested in that type of stuff, come check it out, see kind of some of the things that we have. Hopefully we'll have a couple helicopters come. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so it's, I did say it, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but yes.
Matt will be jumping out of one, right?
South Christian High School is 79 Kalamazoo. If you don't know that, it's just a little bit north of 84th Street, west side of the road. But yeah, it's a great time. Some businesses come, they give out food, popsicles. Not that I'm holding you to that, Brent. So, yeah, thank you.
All right, excellent. You're bringing the dogs too, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, canine forces.
And there you go. I own 2 German Shepherds. I'm a little partial to the canine units. And with that, folks, thank you very much. I'm going to turn this back over to Matt, because now we have the next generation of award of people to honor with our scholarships.
Great, thank you, Keith. One last round of applause for all the winners, please. All right, next up, our scholarship winners. Before I give you the winners, I just wanted to introduce the committee. So I was on the committee with Stacy Crater from Cutlerville Eye Care. Yep, please stand up, thank you. Sandy Dodge from South Christian High School, and Rena Sperlin from Grand Rapids Chick-fil-A South. Chick-fil-A Grand Rapids South, I had it backwards. So a couple things about the scholarship. So we're looking for students that display outstanding personal character, outstanding community involvement, and outstanding leadership who live in Gaines Township. And those students display that through a written application they send in, through a letter of recommendation from a non-family member, and we had just a tremendous amount of amazing applications this year. It was really, really difficult. We narrowed that down to 10 finalists, and those finalists we interviewed in person as a committee. And while I don't love anything more than doing that for this chamber. It is so fun and rewarding to meet these just amazing young men and women. It really is. A couple other things about the scholarship. So because of all your support, we were able to increase the dollar amount for the scholarship directly from Gaines Chamber from $500 last year to $2,000 scholarships this year. Very exciting. And then we also had partner businesses that sponsored scholarships as well. It's a really great thing to do. They sponsor the scholarship, the committee does all the work, so if anybody's interested in doing that, you'll be able to see that here as well shortly. So with that, it's a little bit of background on the scholarships. We ended up having 7 scholarships that we're awarding. For the winners, we have some that are in attendance today, some that couldn't make it, unfortunately, but if your name is called, please come up when your name is called, and we'll give you a certificate and get a picture taken. So first, we have Katie Schultz from East Kentwood High School. She received a $1,000 Pine Rest sponsored scholarship, and she'll be attending Aquinas College. Next, we have Cameron Martin from Caledonia. A $500 scholarship from Thornapple River Orthopedics and attending the University of Arizona. That definitely helped. I grew up out in Tucson, so that helped a little bit on that one. Exactly, nice. Then we have Ella Thieker from Caledonia. Ella's here with us today, another recipient of the $1,000 Pine Rest Scholarship. Yeah, that was definitely a sign of Barb not being here, so, the pictures earlier probably too.
We didn't talk about that.
No, we did not, hey, we roll with it, we roll with
You
it.
want the picture with me.
All right, congratulations, Ella, awesome. Next up, we have Hannah Rita from Byron Center High School, and she received one of the $1,000 Gaines Chamber scholarships. Thank you very much. Next up, Turner Miles, also from Byron Center High School, and he received a $500 scholarship from DeHaan Tile and Flooring. Going to Northern Michigan in the fall. Next, we have Tice Glover from East Kentwood, and also a recipient of the $1,000 Gaines Scholarship. He's going to Wesleyan University in the fall. All right, and then finally Zachary Jerzal from Byron Center High School receiving the $500 Chick-fil-A Grand Rapids South Scholarship. All right, one more round of applause for all the scholarship recipients. Wrapping it up, again, thanks again to Crossroads, tremendous venue, we really appreciate it. Thanks again to Scott for at Hydros, love the water and coffee, I had that as soon as I walked in the door here, I think. And then again, thank you again to Pine Rest for your presenting partner sponsorship with the Chamber, we greatly appreciate that. And that's it, so we're wrapping up, great to see everybody here. Encourage you to take a look at the events that are coming up, get involved, what you put into the chamber. I found this out personally that what you put in, that's what you get out. And just great event, great to award some amazing business owners, some amazing young men and women. So thank you for your time and have a fantastic rest of your day.